Hello, good afternoon. We're just about to assemble a Rolly Toys Abbey water tanker. Found from years of experience putting these together, best thing. So make sure your hands are clean and make sure the surface you're going to put on is clean. So we're lucky on this one, there are only a small number of stickers. It's always worth taking your time and doing them properly, because the last thing you want is number one, fingerprints on the underside, or secondly, little bubbles. So take your time and do them properly. Clean hands and even a cloth, a dry cloth is always good. Stickers are on. Next thing we do, we're going to put on the front, I don't know what we call it, front axle. So a bit of brute force and ignorance required here. There's a little slot that goes in that far, and I found from experience, you give it a soft surface, and you're just going to give it one quick bang. And you'll see it clips in, and it's going nowhere. So that's your front piece. So here we are. This is a little tip that I do myself that is different on the instructions. So a short little bar here to give you orange, your little items for putting on the cap nut. So you need a hammer, just tap that on. It's much easier to do this at this stage of the assembly than later, as indicated by the instructions. And we'll repeat the dose on the other side. Tap that on. So this completed, be like that. Now here we go, oh, butterfly. This simply, again, a bit of brute force, and this pops in. Now we're really careful at this point. Lots of people have made an error here, and it ultimately destroys the product. You'll see an indentation here on the plastic. Make sure these are not equidistant. Obviously the wheels are going on here in a second, so make sure that the long is at the front, short at the back. And you simply just put them down, and it's simply just a bit of force. And when they go in, they won't come out, to break them to get out. Oh yes. So we need the following. So we have a plastic washer, goes on the inside, followed by the long washer. Now there's an edge on this, it doesn't really matter. I typically put them on the high side. Your four wheels, make sure the V's are pointing forward. Just take a second, it looks way better, and it's the way it's more authentic. Put this down. This is our little implement for putting on the cap nuts, and simply line it up and voila. This actually sprays water. Now a spray is probably pushing it a little, but this releases water. So we're going to put on the little the head on it, and this is a plastic moulding, but it is actually threaded. So I found this the easiest way to do it. Line it up in this position, and this is why it's handy to have the front axle on first, and you have to use a bit of downward pressure. This doesn't screw in easily. Downward pressure, and simply, I found over the years that this is the best, the simplest, the quickest, and the most effective way to put on this. Okay, last thing we do is to put on the pump. So this actually pumps water. So the little lid that actually goes on, and it just pops in. Close up. It literally just pops on there, and it's just you won't break it. Just put in one, and it requires a small bit of force, and there we go. Just pops in. That goes in like that. Here's where you want your Phillips screwdriver. You have just one screw to assemble in this. I'm going to use my screw gun and pop that through, and anywhere along the middle of the back of the tanker here, and that screws in. So we're nearly there. Here is the little pump, and they give you need a scissors here. I have a scissors handy. So simply feed the grey head into that, and there's a little groove here. If I want to get a close up of that, that slots into that groove, and we're going to cut literally in the middle of this. I'm going to cut that. and they give you a little joining. Now I don't know why, but the physics of this is it pumps water better when there's a join in it. And I tested it and it is accurate. And you line up the other half of that. And just pop together, you'll hear it clasping together. That sits in there, so you can angle that wherever you like. And finally, you'll see there's a little hole on top of the pump. We fish the ducting through that. There. And the final clear bit of ducting. There we go. If you could use some lubricant, it actually can go on a bit further, but that's fine. And quite simply then, that goes in there. Fits it nice and snugly. And see there's two little loop clips here and here. And that pumps water. We won't do it out spray, but that pumps water. The Rolly Abbey water tank.